I've never met an alligator yet that can outlast Troy Landry.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
Shoot him where it counts!
Shoot him! Whoop him! Whoop him! Shoot! Shoot! Hurry up! Try to shoot that sucker! Shoot!
Ever wondered what happens when the cameras stop rolling on swamp people? The truth is, for many of its stars, the real danger begins off-screen. From high-speed chases leading to arrests, to tragic accidents that change lives forever. In this series, we pull back the curtain to show you the side of the swamp you've never seen. Are you ready to meet the real swamp people? Deep in Louisiana's Atchafalaya Basin, where the swamp hums with danger and secrets, a group of fearless hunters rose to fame. Swamp people turned their gritty lives into must-watch TV, showcasing their battles with monstrous alligators. But away from the cameras, some of these swamp legends faced darker struggles, legal battles, heartbreaking losses, and scandals that shook their world. What happened to the stars who seemed untouchable? Today, we pull back the curtain on the cast you thought you knew, starting with a father-son duo whose strength was matched only by their controversies. R.J. Molinaire Jr. and J. Paul Molinaire weren't just stars, they were the heartbeat of the swamp. With over 6 decades of hunting experience between them, they took on the fiercest alligators with unmatched grit. R.J., a world champion arm wrestler, and J. Paul, a Golden Gloves boxer, embodied raw power, their Native American roots guiding their every move. Their airboat sliced through the murky waters, a symbol of their bond and skill. Fans couldn't get enough when they joined Swamp People in Season 2, their larger-than-life presence stealing the show. But could their fame withstand the storm that was coming? In August 2013, trouble found them outside a small convenience store in Bourg, Louisiana. A road rage incident spiraled into chaos, with reports suggesting the Molinaires confronted a 24-year-old man, allegedly leaving him with serious injuries from a beer bottle. The news stunned fans. How could these swamp heroes fall so far? They turned themselves in, facing aggravated battery charges, but insisted they were the ones attacked, claiming the man threw a bottle at their vehicle first. Their legal team pushed for a deeper investigation, and while no public record confirms a conviction, the incident left a mark. Yet, the Molinaires kept hunting on screen, their resilience shining through. The challenges didn't end there. In April 2024, J. Paul's mother, Stacy, shared a heart-wrenching update via a GoFundMe campaign. J. Paul was sentenced to 67 days in jail for contempt of court over unpaid financial obligations. A devoted father, he faced the system's wrath despite his efforts to support his kids. "Make sure my babies are good," he told his mother as he was led away. This wasn't a scandal, Stacy insisted, but a bureaucratic misstep. How would this affect their legacy? Today, RJ and J. Paul have stepped back from the spotlight, now offering swamp tours through their website, keeping their love for the bayou alive. Randy Edwards was born for the swamp, carrying on a family legacy that defined Swamp People. Son of Junior and Teresa and brother to Willie, Randy debuted in the show's first season, his quick wit and hunting prowess winning hearts. He navigated the Atchafalaya with ease, hauling in hundreds of gators with a smile that lit up the screen. But beneath his charm, life was unpredictable. What tragedy would cut his journey short? On September 15, 2018, Randy's life ended at 35 in a devastating car crash in Iberville Parish, Louisiana. Driving his 2002 Chevrolet Silverado, he missed a curve, veered off the road, and struck a utility pole. The truck flipped, ejecting Randy, who wasn't wearing a seatbelt. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Authorities suspected impairment, but no toxicology results were shared publicly. The Edwards family broke the news on their Facebook page, asking for privacy as fans and castmates mourned. Randy left behind a wife and 3 young children, his loss rippling through the Swamp People community. His humor and heart remain a cherished memory. Roger Rivers stormed onto Swamp People in Season 5, a fearless hunter chasing the biggest gators. His defining moment came when a 12-foot 7-inch beast attacked his boat, tossing him into the water. Unfazed, Rivers wrestled it into submission, cementing his legend. He hunted not for fame, but to feed his family, saying, "I live off the land. It's who I am." But could his passion lead him astray? In May 2017, Rivers' world unraveled. He was arrested on 18 wildlife violations, including illegally selling alligator snapping turtles and taking gators without a license, plus drug possession charges, as reported by KSLA. The charges painted him as a poacher, a stark contrast to his on-screen heroics. Then, in September 2022, another blow. Rivers faced residential contractor fraud charges after allegedly taking $6,000 for a job he never completed, per WAFB. These legal battles tarnished his name, yet Rivers remains defiant, vowing to hunt until his last day.
His story raises a question. Where's the line between survival and breaking the law? These tales reveal the raw humanity behind swamp people's larger-than-life stars. From courtroom dramas to heartbreaking losses, their lives mirror the wild unpredictability of the swamp. What other secrets lie hidden in the bayou? In the shadowy waters of Louisiana's bayous, where danger lurks beneath every ripple, the stars of swamp people have always walked a fine line between survival and recklessness. Part 1 revealed the hidden struggles of legends like R.J. and J. Paul Molinaire, Randy Edwards, and Roger Rivers. Men who faced legal battles, heartbreaking losses, and scandals that shook their world. Now, as we dive deeper into the swamp's secrets, we turn to another hunter whose name is synonymous with the show, Chase Landry. But what happens when a hunter's instincts cross the line into danger? And how does one moment of fear change everything? Chase Landry wasn't just any cast member, he was part of the Landry dynasty, the first family of swamp people. His father, Troy Landry, is the show's undisputed patriarch, a man whose grit and catchphrases like "Shoot 'em" have become as iconic as the gators themselves. Chase, alongside his brother Jacob, grew up learning the swamp's ways from Troy, mastering the art of alligator hunting in the Atchafalaya Basin. With his easy smile and undeniable skill, Chase quickly became a fan favorite, embodying the next generation of swamp legends. But even legends can falter, and for Chase, that moment came on a quiet night in 2016. It was a typical hunting trip for Chase, his skiff laden with the day's haul of alligator carcasses, the air thick with the scent of the swamp. The water was calm, the only sound the distant hum of engines. But then, that hum grew louder, sharper, too sharp. A shrimp boat was barreling toward him, its speed creating a wake that could easily capsize his overloaded vessel. In that split second, fear took over. Chase grabbed his firearm and fired a single shot, not to harm, but to warn. Or so he later claimed. The shot, however, struck a plastic gasoline can on the shrimp boat's cabin, causing fuel to leak into the water. The shrimp boat's operators were furious, and the situation spiraled out of control. What happened next shocked even the most seasoned swamp dwellers. Law enforcement was quick to respond, tracking Chase down as he tried to flee the scene. He was arrested for illegal discharge of a firearm, a charge that could have ended his career, or worse. During questioning, Chase admitted to firing the gun, explaining that he feared for his life and his boat. The shrimp boat, he insisted, was moving too fast, too close, and he acted on instinct to protect himself. But instinct isn't always enough when the law is involved, and Chase found himself facing serious consequences. The incident sent ripples through the swamp people community and its fans. Here was a young hunter, raised in the swamp's unforgiving ways, making a decision that could have had catastrophic results. It raised questions about the fine line between survival and recklessness, especially for those living under the glare of reality TV. Was Chase's fear justified, or had he crossed a dangerous line? And what would this mean for his future on the show? But Chase's story doesn't end there. Despite the arrest, he was released on bond, and while legal proceedings loomed, he continued to appear on Swamp People. The incident didn't derail his career, but it added a layer of complexity to his public image. Fans were divided. Some defended his actions, understanding the split-second decisions hunters often face, while others criticized him for taking matters into his own hands. Through it all, Chase remained tight-lipped about the incident, focusing instead on his family and his hunting. He's married with children, his life a balance of swamp tradition and modern challenges. Yet the question lingers, has Chase truly learned from that night? In recent years, he's kept a lower profile, sharing glimpses of his life on social media, family moments, hunting trips, and even conservation efforts. He's become an advocate for protecting the swamp's delicate ecosystem, a role that seems to fit his quieter, more reflective side. But the memory of that gunshot still echoes, a reminder that even in the wild, the rules of society can't be ignored. As we peel back another layer of the Swamp People saga, we see that these hunters are more than just gator wranglers. They're complex individuals navigating a world where danger is constant and mistakes can be costly. In the heart of Louisiana's untamed wilderness, where the Atchafalaya Basin whispers secrets of the past and the present collide in a dance of danger and survival, the cast of Swamp People has faced trials that test the very essence of their being. From legal entanglements to life-altering accidents, these swamp dwellers have navigated the murky waters of fame and adversity with a resilience that defines their spirit. As we delve into the final chapter of this trilogy, we uncover stories of loss, survival, and the indomitable human will to persevere. The incident involving Chase Landry and the shrimp boat operator Wayne Moyon serves as a stark reminder of the thin line between instinct and consequence. While Chase acted out of fear for his safety, believing the approaching boat posed a threat to his skiff laden with alligator carcasses, Moyon maintained that he was 250 yards away and posed no danger. This clash of perspectives highlights the complexities of life on the water, where split-second decisions can have far-reaching implications. Authorities intervened, and Chase was arrested for illegal discharge of a weapon, a charge that sparked widespread discussion about the challenges faced by hunters in the region. But Chase's story is just one thread in the tapestry of Swamp People. Mitchell Gist, a beloved figure known for his deep connection with his brother Glenn and his love for alligator hunting, met a tragic end on May 14, 2012. Just 4 days shy of his 48th birthday, Mitchell passed away from natural causes while working on a houseboat near Bell River. Initial reports suggested a seizure, but it was later confirmed that he suffered a heart attack. His death left a void in the hearts of fans and fellow cast members who remembered him as a true swamp legend. Mitchell and Glenn were inseparable, living off the land and embracing a self-sufficient lifestyle that resonated with viewers. Their authenticity and dedication to preserving their heritage made them fan favorites, showcasing traditional hunting and fishing techniques passed down through generations. The swamp has also been a stage for near-death experiences that have tested the mettle of its inhabitants. Tommy Chauvin, often called Trigger Tommy, faced 2 such incidents that forever changed his life. In May 2012, Tommy and his stepfather Joe Lafont were involved in a serious 5-car pileup near the Arkansas-Louisiana border. Miraculously, they emerged physically unscathed, though others were not so lucky. Tommy later credited his boat for protecting him during the crash. However, it was a 2019 blast-related accident that dealt him a more devastating blow. The explosion resulted in the traumatic amputation of his right hand and thumb, ruptured eardrums, eye damage, and multiple abrasions across his chest and arms. Despite undergoing 2 surgeries to salvage as much of his hand as possible, the extent of his injuries led to significant loss of function. This incident forced him to miss the alligator hunting season that year, and ultimately led to his retirement from hunting during the COVID-19 pandemic. A GoFundMe campaign was launched to support his medical expenses and family during his recovery. Dusty Crum, known as the Wild Man, is another testament to the resilience of the human spirit. In November 2021, Dusty was involved in a life-threatening car accident on Interstate 77 in Florida. A tire blowout caused the truck to flip 3 times, and during one of the rolls, his leg was ejected through the broken window and crushed under the vehicle's weight. In a desperate bid to survive, Dusty used his shirt as a tourniquet, to stop the bleeding while awaiting emergency responders. He was airlifted to Lee Memorial Hospital in Fort Myers, where he underwent 5 surgeries to repair severe damage to his lower right leg and knee. Doctors were initially uncertain if they could save his leg, but after nearly a month in the hospital, Dusty began rehabilitation. His determination paid off, and he returned to the Everglades in 2023, participating in Swamp People, Serpent Invasion, a spin-off focused on combating the invasive python population. Even the 4-legged members of the Swamp People family have left an indelible mark on the show. Tyler the Swamp Dog, Bruce Mitchell's loyal companion, was more than just a pet. He was a hunting partner and a beloved character in his own right. Tyler joined Bruce on gator hunts, helping retrieve prey and alerting him to dangers. Despite battling congestive heart failure, Tyler remained active until his passing on April 28, 2014, at the age of 13. Bruce shared the news with fans through a heartfelt message on Facebook, expressing gratitude for the 13 years they spent together. Tyler's legacy lives on in the memories of those who knew him, a reminder of the bond between man and his best friend. As we reflect on the journeys of these swamp dwellers, it's impossible not to consider the financial and lifestyle transformations that fame has brought to some of them. Troy Landry, the patriarch of the Landry family and a central figure on Swamp People, has seen his life change dramatically since the show's inception in 2010. With an estimated net worth of $2 million, Troy has leveraged his fame into various business ventures. He owns a gas station named after his father Duffy and a seafood restaurant in Louisiana, where he serves up the fruits of the bayou. His house in Pierre Part, built after 30 years of saving while living in a trailer, is a testament to his hard work and dedication. The 1,860-square-foot home, made of wood and cypress, sits near the water, providing ample space for family gatherings and outdoor activities. Troy's financial success is a blend of his hunting prowess, television earnings, and entrepreneurial spirit, offering valuable lessons on the importance of diversification and long-term planning. Comparing the past and present of these cast members reveals a tapestry of transformation and resilience. Mitchell Gist's legacy lives on through the memories of his fans and the impact he had on the show. Tommy Chauvin's near-death experiences have led him to prioritize his health and family, stepping away from the dangers of alligator hunting. Dusty Crumb's accident only strengthened his resolve to protect the Everglades, proving that adversity can fuel determination. And Tyler the Swamp Dog, though no longer with us, remains a symbol of loyalty and companionship. In the end, the stories of Swamp People are more than just tales of alligator hunting. They are narratives of human endurance, adaptation, and the unbreakable bond with the land that sustains them. As the sun sets over the Atchafalaya Basin, casting long shadows across the water, we are left to ponder the mysteries that lie beneath the surface. What other secrets does the swamp hold, and how will its inhabitants continue to navigate the ever-changing tides of life? One thing is certain: the spirit of the swamp, wild and untamed, will forever captivate those who dare to explore its depths. As we pull away from the misty waters of the Atchafalaya Basin, the lives of the Swamp People cast linger in our minds, not just as hunters, but as people who face trials as fierce as any gator. From R.J. and J. Paul Molinaire's courtroom dramas to Chase Landry's moment of panic that landed him in trouble, the law has shadowed their paths as much as the swamp's murky depths. Then there are the losses that hit hardest. Randy Edwards, taken too soon in a devastating crash. Mitchell Gist, whose heart gave out while living his truth. And even Tyler the Swamp Dog, whose loyalty warmed hearts across the bayou. Yet amid the pain, there's grit. Tommy Chauvin walked away from hunting after a life-altering accident, choosing family over fame. Dusty Crumb, nearly losing his leg, roared back to the Everglades, his spirit unbroken. And Troy Landry? He's turned Swamp Savvy into a $2 million empire, with a gas station and seafood joint that prove you can thrive beyond the hunt. These aren't just TV stars, they're survivors. Each story a testament to the human spirit's refusal to sink. Drop a like if these stories moved you, and share your thoughts below. Who's your favorite swamp legend? If you're new here, Hit subscribe to join us for more untold tales from reality TV stars, because the drama never stops. As we leave the swamp behind, one truth shines clear. Here's to the swamp people, living legends whose stories ripple far beyond the bayou.